Hey guys, it's me Claudia J. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy you're here. If you're new, go ahead and click the subscribe button so you don't miss any more videos from me. So for today's topic video, I got a lot of comments about dating anxiety and my last chit chat get ready with me, life after college. So I decided to make a separate video to go deeper into that, so just keep watching. I'm going to jump straight into the video and get to talking about dating anxiety. I don't want this to be a super long video, but I do want to touch on a few things that I personally deal with. So for me, I deal with anxiety with a lot of things, especially a lot of social anxiety. And I think it's natural for everyone to have anxiety about certain things. I am definitely more introverted, like I've mentioned on my channel before. So social anxiety is big for me in general when it comes to meeting new people. So when it comes to dating, this is probably the area in my life I have some of the most anxiety, because obviously it's meeting a new person, which I already have issues with meeting new people, and because it's about someone that I could possibly be interested in, so it just makes it like 10 times worse. So for me personally, the whole interaction for me just causes anxiety in general. I'm usually pretty okay with, like, if I meet someone and I'm like texting them and stuff, it really gets to be about like meeting them or like going on a first date. I've mentioned in my chit chat get ready with me, life after college, that I do not find first dates exciting, and it has nothing to do with what the actual first date is or the person who I'm going with or anything like that. It's really just a personal thing. Like, it's a lot of anxiety for me because, one, I've probably never met the person and I don't know what it's going to be like, and then the anxiety kicks in and I just get super anxious and nervous and start thinking about shit that honestly I probably shouldn't even think about. Like, I get nervous about what my hair looks like, what I'm wearing, my hair, which I'm sure most people who are going on a first date with someone they're interested in think about, but I just feel like mine is like magnified by like 100, and I start sweating and my palms get all sweaty and my heart starts racing, and then it really just becomes like this whole event that I wish it didn't become, but it really freaks me out. So then there's all of that, and then not to mention the anxiety about actually probably like being on the date. Then I start questioning myself about, like whether the person likes me, or do I even like them, or am I gonna say something stupid? Am I gonna ruin the whole thing? Are they gonna call me back after this date? Do I want to call them back after this date? What if he thinks I'm a loser? Like, all kinds of things go through my head that I really shouldn't be thinking about. I really should just be focused on like the moment and just being present and what's going on, but all of this is going on in my head and it drives me nuts. And the thing is about my anxiety, it's like, it's not even like just right before the date. Like, let's say I was to plan something with someone like maybe the following weekend, I will probably have anxiety about it a good 3 to 4 days leading up to that day. And this is like in my life in general. I'm not currently dating right now, but it'd be the same thing if I was. I wanted to touch on it because I know I'm not the only one that deals with it, and it could get pretty bad, and also it can cause me to, I guess the reason why dating right now for me is so hard right now is because of my anxiety around dating in general, but also because it makes me almost avoid dating, which is probably why I'm not dating right now, because it's kind of like a fear. I guess that's where the anxiety comes from. It's like a fear of mine, and I'm really trying to like overcome that fear, but people make it like really hard when people aren't just like direct with you. So then I get anxiety about, like, if I am interested in someone, or if I do like someone, are they gonna play me? Then I start having anxiety about that. Or am I texting them too much? And I honestly, if you can ask my friends, everyone that knows me, I don't really text anybody. Like, I text people, but like I'm not one to over like exaggerate or blow someone's phone. And I barely call people, so I don't even know why that's even an anxiety of mine. But I'm like, oh, did I text them first too much? Or I hope the conversation's interesting. Or why are they taking so long to text me back? Do they not want to talk to me? Stuff like that, and it just drives me up the wall. So then it causes me just not to want to date, period. So I just kind of like avoid it altogether, which isn't any better either way. Like, it's not a good thing. So that's why I wanted to talk about dating anxiety and like maybe you guys can give me tips on ways to deal with it. It's really nerve-wracking. The only way I found that helps me with my dating anxiety personally, and I'm not saying this is a tip or anything, but it's just what personally works for me. If I've never met the person, it just really makes me feel better if I can spend the next couple of days like just talking to them or texting them, just to kind of like warm up to them so I'm not freaked out about the date so much. Because I feel like if you have any experience with online dating, some guys will like message you and like want to meet up like that night or like the next day, and that for me doesn't work. Like, I don't really like when guys do that. I would prefer to talk to you like at least a couple of days, or even if like a week, before I can feel like, okay, like, you know, I'm actually interested in like meeting this person. Like, for me, it just makes it a lot easier to like warm up to the person first, and it like diminishes my anxiety just a little bit more. Not altogether, but it helps. And as far as dating in general, if it is someone I know, which it usually isn't, I'm usually never fond of dating people like in my social circle, or a lot of people that I hang out with know. I don't know, I always like to just find someone that's like not connected to anyone, and I think it's because of where I live, because I feel like in Denver everyone knows everyone, so like I just try to always find someone that nobody really knows. I'm not opposed to dating someone in my social circle or like a friend of a friend, because for all I know we could be a perfect match made in heaven. I don't know, but if it's that way, I feel like that also helps diminish my anxiety, because in a sense I feel like I kind of already know you. If I already met you in person, like, then it's not like so weird for me. It's kind of like, oh, okay, like that's cool, and then like I can get to like know you like on a different level. But that cuts out a lot of anxiety for me personally, so it drives me up the wall. But I also understand like where it comes from, because of like, it talked about dating, issues of dating in 2016. I'm gonna leave that video in the description box if you guys didn't see it, and I talk about a lot of the issues I personally had with dating nowadays. And people just in this, I don't want to say generation, but it does seem to be more like a generational thing, or people like around my age. And if you don't know how old I am, I'm 23, so any person I've talked to from around like 23 to like 29, 30, it's kind of like the same thing. Like, it's almost like everyone's like on the same page, and then I just fucking missed the page because like I don't get it. Like, I'm gonna tell you guys what happened to me recently, and this wasn't even a date. Like, this person I was talking to never even led up to a date or even planning to hang out, because of just like how people approach just even trying to get to know someone. At this point we had only established like, hey, I think you're cute, I think you're cute, and like, you know, let's get to know each other. So we were really just texting, which was fine. Like, I have no issue with that. And it's just like within like 2 days, it just like the person, like there was a couple red flags that I noticed, but I was like, you know, like I'm not gonna like worry about it. Like, don't be too picky, don't like nitpick stuff. So like I let like the first 2 go, but like by the 3rd time I was like, okay, like clearly this isn't someone I feel like I can really mesh with, because like just talking to them, and the further we get into conversation, like I can kind of already see where it's going. And so I cut it off, and now it literally was like 2.5 days in. It wasn't even a thing really. Like, I really just met the person. But that's how it is. Like, people just, they show their ass really early, which I guess in a sense is a good thing, because then I don't waste my time. But at the same time, it's like I feel like there's like no boundary of respect, or people actually trying to get to know you, and the whole send me pics thing. Like, I'm over it. Like, I really am. Like, I just, so all of these things give me anxiety about dating. Like, it all just builds on top of one another. Why I kind of like, I try, but then it's very easy for me like not to just date at all, and just kind of like mind my own business and distract myself and keep myself busy with other things. So yeah, I made this video for anyone else that's having or that has dating anxiety. And honestly, I don't have any advice on how to deal with it, because I'm still trying to figure out how to deal with it. So if you guys have any advice about dating anxiety and how you deal with it, please leave it in the comments below. Or honestly, if you are struggling with it too and want to tell me your experiences, I would love to read them, so I know I'm not the only one, because I really feel like I'm the only one sometimes, because most people are really excited about dating and all these things, and I'm just not one of those people, and I feel kind of alone sometimes feeling like that. So it's nice to know like you're not the only one out there. So if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and leave comments below. Check out my other videos kind of related to this kind of thing in the description box, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!